Ben is a Shire horse from England, one of the largest breeds we have on the face of the earth. Immense horse, originally bred for war purposes, carrying men in armor. Because the armor would often weigh up to 300 pounds, it took an awful sturdy horse to carry the man with his armor. Used in agriculture for centuries. The horse is huge, used on a pretty flat land, can carry an incredible weight, and because of the size and length of leg, they can cover a lot of ground in a day. A man with a pair of horses can plow about an acre a day. That takes about 18 miles of travel to get that acre plowed. And it's important that these horses travel close, meaning their feet are close together so that they can walk in the furrow or the area plowed. If they're very base wide, then they're going to step on the potatoes. When they're cultivating, they would step too wide and not be in the furrow. Important that they're close, important that their legs are long and clean so that they can travel those 18 miles a day to plow the fields. When we look at these horses, they have a broad, big hoof, a strong, flat foot. They're relatively flat compared to a lot of other breeds. They're used on soft soil. Not very abrasive. It's going to be real important, one, to get breakover over in this corner, lateral toe quarter, and to give them more fullness on this side than you do on this side because of the greater deviation right here. And oftentimes when you pick them up on your hoof stand, you can see a lot of that, but it becomes difficult with all this feathering. So when you pick them up and take them in the natural range of motion, just smooth the feathering out and look down that limb. You can see it goes in and then it goes in again. You see the twist there? Yeah. Plus a rotation. That means the frog points towards the midline. Axial rotation. He's breaking over way over here on the lateral toe quarter, not at the point of the frog. So I know for certification you're supposed to put your clip at the point of the frog, but those horses that have an axial or an abaxial rotation, it's important to put the breakover point where the horse breaks over. Ben has Drill Tech on his shoes. Drill Tech is tungsten carbide chips in a matrix of brass and is brazed on a shoe. Another traction device often used is borium, which is tungsten carbide chips in a matrix of soft steel and is welded on the shoes. Also studs, which are points of traction, are often used in these horses. It's a very good form of traction for horses working on the asphalt, not being too aggressive. It's a huge foot with plenty of flotation. He's got a 1/2-inch shoe here by 1.25 inches wide because of his size and immense weight. When we look at these horses from behind, we want their hocks to be quite close, their metatarsals parallel, and their feet quite close, again, so that they can walk in the furrow without disturbing the crops that they're working in between. This is a Kirkar draft shoe. It's 1.5-inch thick, 1.25 inches wide, gives the horse plenty of support, flotation on the soft ground, and it's not so light that it's going to flex or bend with the horse's immense weight. When I picked this limb up, you can feel the stiffness when I brought it up. You can tell he's got some issues here, and you can also see with his lateral branch pushed in that he's traumatized that a lot. It looks like he goes in a little bit from up here, so he's pounding the outside pretty hard. In the future, we'll consider bringing this branch out a little further, maybe giving him a little more material by bumping that quarter up or swelling that heel to make it wider.